Hey everyone, here Paul here, PZ Guitar, your virtual practice partner. And today I want to talk about my new PRS SE McCarty 594. That's the full name of this particular card, SE McCarty 594. And it is really a beautiful guitar, and I've had it now for about maybe 5 weeks. And so I just want to do a quick little talk about it. I will also play a little just clean strumming, and just to show you how sweet and mellow and how warm these pickups are and this overall guitar. But let me just talk about what this guitar is and show you what it's all about. As you can see, it's 2 humbuckers, and it's in the classic PRS shape. I have individual volume and tone for each pickup, and each pickup is splittable. 2 humbuckers. It is a 3-piece mahogany body, and I don't know if you might be able to notice it here, but this is not a binding. This is actually like a 1/4-inch maple cap that goes all around. So it looks like a binding, but it's not. This is actually maple, and on top of that is a flame maple. This is what PRS calls a faded blue. There's nothing faded about this, but this is their faded blue color. And the neck is also, it's a bound mahogany. It's a multi-ply. It looks like it's like 3 plies of wood here. The truss rod is accessed up here through the cover. It's a double acting truss rod. And the neck shape, everything about this guitar, according to PRS, is vintage. So they call this a pattern vintage shape. And at first I thought it was going to be a little too thick for me, but you know what? I have like average size hands. And it really is quite a very, very comfortable feel to this neck. It's a rosewood fingerboard, 22 frets with bird inlays, the famous PRS bird inlays. I think these are medium jumbo frets, but whatever size they are, the fretwork is really quite impeccable. That's one of the things that PRS is known for, is their fretwork. It really is quite nice. No grittiness anywhere, and it really is quite nice. It's a PRS nut, which I believe it could be a Graphtec nut. I'm not really quite sure, but it's PRS's own. And it has vintage tuners. To me, this is the only con I have about this is vintage tuners. These particular vintage tuners, it should have lockers. As a matter of fact, I purchased some lockers, some vintage lockers here, which I'm going to put on after this video and make a video about that and how I'm going to change from typical vintage tuners to locking tuners. The other thing that's about this is that these particular humbuckers, they're very warm. They're called the vintage 5815 low turn LT humbuckers. They are very sweet and very warm, and they articulate very, very nicely. And I'll show you how that sounds. Just clean strumming, just to show you on how the bridge, what they call the treble, and the neck, what they call the bass, and the switches. The switch here, the electronics is top notch, and I'll also show how the coils split. But overall, this is really quite a guitar. Oh yes, the name McCarty 594. McCarty is a tribute to Ted McCarty, like a former president of Gibson, who invented many things: the Les Paul, the Tunematic bridge, the Firebird, the SG. All sorts of things about that's famous today. And somehow Paul Reed Smith, PRS, Paul Reed Smith, became had McCarty as his mentor, and when Paul Reed Smith started his own company, came up with the namesake McCarty line of guitars. And in this particular case, the 594 refers to the scale length, 24.594. So that's the scale length of this. It's ever so slightly shorter than the Gibson, 25 3/4. And what I can understand is that it's the way Gibson measures and the way PRS measures. They're virtually identical. So this 594 is a little bit shorter than the typical PRS length of 25. But this guitar, it's fairly light. I'm going to say it's about maybe just shy of 8 pounds. I haven't weighed it yet, but it really is a beautiful guitar. And the reason why I got this was that I was looking to either upgrade or get a new guitar to replace my Michael Kelly electric. And I get, as I'm sure that many of you do, get emails from various different musical companies, and one click leads to another. And I came across the McCarty 594 line, and I'm looking at, here's their Sunburst, their Tobacco Burst, and all of a sudden it came up on the blue. And as a matter of fact, I'll probably put it on the screen. But this blue color was discounted $300 because apparently this is a 2023 model and this color is discontinued for 2024 and going on. And so it's new to me. It's a brand new guitar. It was never used, but it's been discontinued, and I got it for a $300 discount. Plus, I also traded in my Yamaha acoustic. So this was a very, very attractive price here. So let's go listen to some tones. Treble pickup, or what I call the bridge. Humbuckers. Same thing, but the bridge, the neck pickup, or what PRS calls the bass pickup. Middle position, both pickups. The treble pickup, split coil. Now let's do the neck or the bass pickup, split coil. And both split coils in middle position. Everyone, thanks for sticking around and taking a look at my new guitar. It really is quite nice. I very much appreciate it. I think I'm only going to use it in the humbucker mode. Right now, I think I'm not going to use the split coil. I just love the sound of these humbuckers a great deal. They are really just so warm, and they're vintage. It's a vintage sound. Not that I'm asking for a vintage, that I was seeking vintage. I just like the way it sounds and the way the guitar feels. It really is a wonderful guitar. I'm going to now put on my locking tuners. I'll do that in another video, and I'll let you know how that is. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Please do. Hit all those buttons that everyone seems to ask for. And I'll see you soon. But keep practicing. It's important. You keep practicing. Play guitars every day. It's important. See you soon.